Hi, my name is Wim and today I'm going to have a conversation with Silvia Garagnani. Silvia lives and works in Milan, which as we all know is very badly hit by the coronavirus. She's going to talk about how it feels to be in total lockdown for 5 weeks, how Italian brands are coping with the situation and how she thinks this crisis will change the behavior of the Italian consumer. Ciao, Silvia. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me today.
It's a pleasure for me. Thank you very much for inviting me.
So, how is the situation in Italy for the consumer?
It is 5 weeks of lockdown with everything it implies in psychological, physical, and economical terms. Our daily life changed, working from home or not working at all, doing everything from home with our families, roommates, kids around, or completely alone. Essentially, we are making up strategies to survive this quarantine as individuals, as workers and communities. This is quite exhausting. We are anxious, of course, we are worried, we are scared. Of course, we are hurt. Over 16,000 people have died, and each one of us knew at least one of them. It's serious. I live close to one of the main streets of the city, and I hear ambulance every 5 minutes. But there's also so much beauty. You may have seen videos of people cheering up each other, singing and playing our national anthem from the balconies. We see a lot of generosity with big but also small and many and precious gesture of solidarity thriving everywhere, both at national level and simply in the neighborhood. A lot of creativity and resilience, a lot of love and strength.
In that situation, if you're a marketeer, what do you do?
I see four approaches. The first is spreading responsible messages like stay at home, wash your hands, stay far from each other, hang hard as we will join together again. We see also farm brands measuring the social distance with their products. For instance, KFC Colonel Sanders want you to stay at least 8 bucket distance from each other. A second approach is trying to accompany our days. Days are long and tough. Beauty can be therapeutic and entertaining, so brands that are forged in beauty, like museums, foundation, and luxury brands, are giving free virtual access to the archives so that people can take a break and a breath of beauty. A third approach is more for institutional brand or heritage brands, reassuring people, trying to reinforce a sense of belonging. Vodafone Spot is a collective creation, I would say, composed by videos shoot from Vodafone employees and Vodafone customer homes.
La Giga Network.
Barilla New TVC, which was aired a few days ago, can be considered a Thanksgiving for those who fight the coronavirus emergency on the front line. So I mean doctors and nurses to their employee who are working hard to make food available for everyone, and in general for the Italy that resists. The commercial is even more emotional thanks to the nostalgia effect brought to life by Sophia Loren voiceover and by Barilla historic song, which is in our heritage. A fourth approach, which is the most concrete, is by brand to concrete action for their community, especially big brands, luxury brands that made great donation to support both the frontline care professional and their communities. For instance, the Miani Jewels made available its production facility in the north of Italy to the Italian Civil Protection Department, and many other companies literally hacked their business. There is this meme going on that says that all in Italy, the medical overalls are made by Armani, the hand sanitizers by Gucci, and the ventilators by Ferrari. I'd say that successful brands are trying hard to do their part as member of our community, and I believe it will pay off.
As this is sort of a massive planetary behavioral change experiment, probably some of the changes will go away with the crisis, but other changes will stay and will become permanent. In your opinion, what sort of changes do you think will stick and become permanent?
I think that people will become more exigent. This sense of emergency will make us more critical. In terms of experience, these days people was forced to become more digital. I think that digital acceleration brought by coronavirus has no has no rivals. It's unbelievable. Consider that the 75% of people who bought online these days are e-commerce newbie that never bought online before. Experience. People will be more exigent also in terms of product, I say. People will become more critical on quality, on production chain, hygiene. There are going to be a new sense of what's essential and what's authentic. Ethics. I see the rise of national pride, a reinvigorated sense of community. I believe people will remember brands who acted ethically towards their employee, their community in these days. And I believe brand purpose will become a concrete compass for brands. It was a tendency that we were already seeing, but this was dramatically accelerated by the situation. I think as marketeer, we should ask now, how do we want the public to remember our brand after the crisis? Because the memory structure we are building now will go deeper and last longer than much of the better planned marketing that comes before or after.